Good morning, I'm Brent Campbell, and like I promised, I got up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday to go for a more spirited drive. The crazy thing is, we don't have the roads to ourselves. I did not see that coming, but the engine is warmed up and it shouldn't be too crazy. So let's do a quick run, and then we can talk a little bit and explore Westchester County. Alright, so I'm going to activate the sport button, which makes it very jerky if you're not careful. And downshift into first. Here we go. And even though I drank half my coffee, I still managed to spill it. Germans do not like their cup holders. Wow, that guy's flying past me. He's going at least double the speed limit. So, I've started to do some videos. I've started to talk a little bit about what it's like to maintain, drive, own, enjoy these cars. And today I really just wanted to show you what it's like, get a little bit more of the exhaust note, take you on some curvy roads, in general, have a good time. So we're going to go on a different route than we had before. We're going to go a little bit farther north, and truly we should be able to have the roads to ourselves, which is a good thing. I drove up to New Canaan, Connecticut to Caffeine and Carburetors a couple weeks ago and took this awesomely curvy set of roads all the way up. So I'm going to try to find those again, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be very intense, and you'll get a lot out of it. I know when I'm watching videos on YouTube, I get bored very quickly because there's always some other great video where the other guy is just a little bit crazier and a little bit more willing to break rules. I'm a little bit conservative in that sense. Okay, so we're coming up on this great curvy stretch, and then I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of BMW in this car. So here we go. Tires, fantastic. There's no earthly reason why the car should still be on the road after what we just did. But those tires were working, and you don't hear from them either. So, as I've talked about in other videos, I also have an E46 M3, which is the four-door saloon, as the Brits call it, with a 507 horsepower V10 in it. So this car is very agile, smaller, and the M3 is sort of an engineering marvel that the engineers are able to get such a big car to handle so well and to move so quickly. A little different here, but anytime I take the M3 through corners, the tires squeal. Another way of saying they're talking to me, and I don't feel quite as confident as I do in this car. I never get scared in this car because I know I can handle it so long as I'm not doing anything stupid. So anyway, my 2 cents on that, and oh man, when I turn in, this car just reacts immediately. The suspension on this car is just phenomenal. So, a little bit about this car and why it's such a big deal to BMW fans such as myself, car people in general. I mean, to start, I've been into cars my entire life. I'm 37 years old. When I was a little boy, the first word I learned how to spell was Ferrari, which is not an easy word to start with. But I just loved cars from day one. At 4, I could tell you every make and model on the road. It's certainly not like I got any encouragement from my parents. They thought I was nuts. But my brother was also into cars, and I suppose he's the one that got me going on it in the first place. Ferraris were always the car that I wanted to have, but as time went on, I realized that the type of people who drove Ferraris were not the kind of people that I am. I'm not wealthy, and I don't really plan to become wealthy. So, BMWs are affordable. It's possible to actually have one someday. Probably not realistic to buy an M car new. This is a great twisty here. All right, let's enjoy this. Oh, and it just keeps gripping. Here we go again.